This is David Martin. I will be self-recording my speech here. So my parents are working in the other room. If a man hasn't discovered something he's willing to die for, then he isn't fit to live. Martin Luther King. Patrick Daniel Tillman was born November 6, 1976 in Fremont, California. He grew up playing football and basketball and baseball, but later focused on football. In high school, he was able to reach the state championship and win a state championship to bring home to his hometown. Later that year, he attended a full-ride scholarship to Arizona State University to play football. After playing 4 years of football for the Sun Devils, he was later drafted by the Arizona Cardinals with the 226th pick. Continuing his pro career, after 2 years, the Cardinals decided to give him a contract extension for $9 million for 6 years. Tillman declined it and joined the military with his brother. Patrick Tillman should be commemorated by his bravery to fight, his mark and legacy he left in his college career as well as the NFL, and the foundation that is named after him by his family. Patrick Tillman should be commemorated by his bravery and courage in the war on terror in the Iraq War. Not many people are willing to fight for others, risking their lives and serving others, especially when you could rather be playing in the NFL for $9 million. But he was different. He was passionate, and he really cared about what he was doing, and he did not really care about money as long as he was doing what he wanted to do. And he was passionate about the military, so he decided to join the military. Not only did he join the military, but he joined the Army Rangers, which is a select group of highly individuals in a special operations group. It's really extremely hard to make it, and it is extremely dangerous. But he became an Army Ranger in the Iraq War with his brother. He was a very passionate person. He describes passionate in a quote: "Passion is what makes life interesting. It ignites your soul, creates friendship, fuels love, and pushes your limits farther than you think could be pushed." When USA Today had a news article with his comrade that was in the Army Rangers with him, he said, "I'll never forget those who were built with the same bolt of cloth that he was. There's not many like him out there. He's a different breed. He's someone that doesn't care about the money and objects and stuff like that, but he just cared about things that he could control and things that meant something to him, and he was passionate about everything that he did in his life." Pat Tillman should be recognized and remembered for his collegiate career as well as his NFL career. According to Arizona State's athletic page, he made the all Pac-10 team, which is now the Pac-12, which is the conference that Arizona State plays in. He also was the Sun Bowl MVP, which is a bowl that your team is invited to if you had won 6 or more games. He also was a part of the East-West Shrine Bowl, which is a bowl that sends invitations to players who are NFL draft prospects and were looking to make their draft stock higher. Later, after hearing about his story and his career, the manager of the East-West Shrine Bowl named the MVP trophy after Pat Tillman, called the Pat Tillman Award. At Arizona State, he left his legacy. He left his legacy with his number 40 being retired and a statue outside the Arizona State football stadium. He also left academic legacy as he got his 4-year degree in marketing and finished with a 3.85 GPA, which is one of the highest GPAs Arizona State has ever had for a football player. Tillman should be commemorated by his vision that has shown through the foundation that was created from his family. This foundation would help veterans with anything that they needed after coming home. Certain things like shelter, food, as well as a place to stay if they needed to with the shelter. They were also very important they also really cared about the spouses of the military. So they had their own program that would help spouses pay for bills, pay for food, while things that they couldn't control while their significant other was fighting in the war. It connected those in need, and it also would give awards out for people that had courageous actions in service. The New York Times had a interview with his wife, and she said about Tillman, "My husband deserves to be remembered as a member of unity and should never be politicized in a way to divide us as people." Tillman was killed April 22nd, 2004, and he was killed from friendly fire. It was later found that Kessinger, who was his commanding officer, would say that he was killed protecting others and shooting the bad guys and the enemies, but was succumbed by bullets. However, that was not true. He made up this story to politicize his own agenda, and that was the meaning for the quote I wrote before. That should not take anything away from Tillman, though. Tillman was a true hero who put his life on the line for others and really cared about and had passion with what he was doing. He would revolve his life around passion, 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 and nothing else. If you don't have passion about what you're doing, then why are you doing it? He later would quote, "Somewhere inside us we hear a voice. In it, it tells us the direction of the person we want to be. It is up to us whether we follow that voice or not." Concluding, Pat Tillman is a true American hero and should be commemorated because he put countless of other people's lives ahead of his own and showed true character and dignity. Thank you.